John Luna, I'm working with John Luna on this, and he's been really interested in developing strip tillage and organic systems to reduce the cost of tillage, but also the amount of disruption of the soil, just to improve soil quality. And of course, the difficulty in organic strip tillage is trying to control the weeds. This is a design that Charles Murfield made. We worked with Paramine Farms and a student up at Portland State who designed it and built it up for us. It's not going to be used every time, but there'll be situations, maybe stale seedbed situations, where a few weeds pop up. We're going to knock those out without disturbing the soil. Look at all these weeds that are up right now. This is pigweed here. Oh, and here's a wild prosomelon. Lamb's quarter. Some smaller grasses like annual ryegrass. This is corn right here. The corn just starting to pop through. You see all the pigweed around it? We'd like to alleviate that problem for corn. See all this pigweed and nightshade? Here's a corn plant. So I'm going to flame right over this row. You can look down through there, you can see a few corn plants, but you can see the tremendous number of weeds that have popped up in the row. And that's what we're going to take out. There'll be no problem for the corn at this stage. In fact, you can even get the corn up where it has one collar and possibly suffer a little bit of yield loss. But at this stage, you're really not losing much, if anything. And you're gaining a tremendous amount of weed control. Here you go. So what I'll do is I'll bring the flamer out here and we'll just run down through here. And then on Monday, I'm going to come back when the corn's up a little bit higher and do it again. Well, on these kind of weeds, I'd probably be at 10 psi. I want to burn the corn before we get the ground on this one. I'm going to turn it down to about 10 and then continue up the road a little bit. Here's a better example of what happens with seedlings. You can see they've just wilted and fallen over. Those are all going to die. The corn is going to get burned off, but it's not going to affect much growth. And most of the corn is not up. You know, we're planted at 8 inches here, so only 3 out of 10 or 3 out of 6 are up. About half of the corn, so it's kind of like a perfect stage for flaming. This is the initial step, trying to reduce that weed competition in the row, which is very difficult to get at in strip till organic. The other options we have for weeding in the row are things like finger weeders. Those will work, but they also disturb the soil, move the soil, and then you tend to encourage later flushes of weeds. So we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to take out the weeds that have come up and not stimulate any more growth, any more weed emergence. The disadvantage of this is it's a piece of equipment that has certain uses. It works great in corn. It's not going to work good in a lot of other broadleaves, although broadleaves like carrots and beets that emerge very slow, you may certainly be able to use this.